In our next video for DreamWeaver, we're going to play with links. So links are important. They may not be what you first think of when it comes to the web, but they are the most important thing when it comes to the web. Without links, you wouldn't be able to get to videos, you wouldn't be able to get to music, you wouldn't be able to get to your email. You would have to remember, somehow write down the locations for all of these things. But with links, we can just get to them because we can search things, and it's great. It makes the web easy. So here's my web page from last time. I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of this. I'm going to go ahead and create new web pages. So in my launch screen, I'm just going to go ahead and create a new HTML file. We're going to go ahead and go into design. I'm going to go up here into the title and call this page 1. And I'm going to put page 1. And I'm going to just put in some dummy text. I know it's fantastic. I know you're impressed. So we're going to go ahead and give this a heading tag. I don't know if I want, well, yeah, I'll go ahead and do heading 1. And we're going to go ahead and make this heading 2. And we're going to put in some page properties. We're going to go here into the appearance and give it, I don't know, maybe that sort of lavenderish color. We're going to make the text my off yellow color again. And we're going to go ahead and hit apply. And we're going to go ahead and also put in some margin, so maybe 50 pixels. And there we go. So page 1. We're going to save this. And we're going to actually save this. Last time we just chose a random name, but we're actually going to save this as index.html this time, and that's important. When you're on a website, the index.html file is the default page. When you go to google.com, it's probably not going to just google.com. Well, actually, it's not. It's going to google.com/something. Most likely index.html or .htm or .php or .asp or a variety of different things, but it's an index something. That is the default. We don't see that on there, but it's loading it. That's what it's showing. So that's what I'm going to call it. This will be the first page, the default page. So now I need a second page because I'm going to create more than one page. So we're going to go ahead and do new. And looks a little different now. It's okay. It's the same thing. Don't worry about it. We're going to go to HTML just like before. No layout. We're just going to start from scratch. Here we go. Looks plain the same as usual. We're going to go ahead and call this one page 2. We're going to put the linked page, more amazing, super awesome text. Oh, I left off the M. I didn't strike that key hard enough. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and give this once again a heading tag. Headings are actually pretty important. Not only do they make the text bigger, but they also tell search engines or other things that this is more important text than this. And this is heading 1, so this is even more important than that. And so they use that to try to get an idea of what the page is really about. We're going to go ahead and give this also a title, page 2. I could go in here to page properties, and I could try to remember exactly what colors I used, but I'm actually instead going to go into the code. And I'm going to go into the code here as well. In the code, I have this body element here. This body element is telling it the background color and the text color as well as the margins. So instead of trying to remember which ones I clicked on, I could just copy this, go into the other page, and replace that body element with the one from the other page. And now if we go into design, you'll see it looks like the first one. So page 1, page 2. I'm going to save this now so I don't mess it up, and this will be page 2. Now keep in mind, spaces are bad, so we're going to use a hyphen. Now I need to actually make a link. So we're going to do check out my second page, and here we're going to do go back. I'm going to highlight the text, and down here, I'm going to click Browse for File. And now I can find page 2 on my desktop. And there you go. On page 2, I'm going to highlight my text, my go back text, and I'm going to find the original index.html. And so here you can see index.html, here you can see page2.html, and so we know that they are linking to each other. Now, once we have those in there, we can easily switch back and forth from different things that we were using on our pages, because it remembers that, and so it's just a little bit easier than having to go and find if you want several things to go to the same place in a menu across a series of pages that are all going to the same place or going to each other. So that's just a little bit of helpful stuff there. Now, this color and that color is decided once again in our page properties. So if I go here into Appearance, I did not set a link color, and this is the default. So if I change this to like orange, now you can see that it's orange. Maybe that's a bit of a mid-tone. I want something a little bit brighter, a little bit easier to see. So there we go. Now we also have visited links and active links. A visited link is a link that you've been to. So if your browser recognizes like, hey, you've been here before, it's going to show that instead. So let's go ahead and make that a darker orange. And an active link is one that's like, it's the color that happens right when you click on it. So we're going to see if we can see that as well. So we're going to go ahead and hit apply. If I go back to my first page, the change isn't there because once again, that's in my code. It's all here in the body tag, so I would have to once again go here into page properties and make those same changes. Instead, I'm not going to because I don't want to have to figure out which ones I clicked on exactly. I'm just going to go ahead and copy this tag, this element, and paste it on top. These are called elements. So this is a body element. This is the H1 element with that. This is the H2 element with that. The element is like the complete thing. Paragraph elements, title elements, head elements, HTML elements, body elements. Now, when you look at them individually, like this one and that one, these are the tags. So this is the opening tag of the paragraph element, and this is the closing tag of the paragraph element. And you don't really need to know that right now, but I just wanted to let you know what terminology I'm using and why. So we'll go ahead and save this, and we'll go ahead and save this. We could also just use Command S instead. And so you can see that it's been saved because the little star that was there, if I hit Command S, disappears. We're going to go ahead and quit this now, and we have our index page and we have our page 2, and let's make sure they work. There's page 1, there's page 2. You can see here, this is now darker because I have been to page 1, and if we go back, you can now see this is darker because I have been to page 2. When I click on this, see that bright color? That was the active link color. So there we go. We have built 2 extremely simple pages, and we have linked them to each other. And that's it for this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. I hope you found the video useful. If you did, you can very quickly and easily let me know by just clicking the thumbs up or the like button. If you need any help, let me know and I will see what I can do.